What if two Nigerians watches the same event, read the same headlines, but walk away believing completely two different truths? One sees a crisis, another sees propaganda. One sees people, another sees stereotype. Tonight, we ask a very important question. Is the Nigerian media shaping how people see the northern part of the country? And if that's so, what does that mean for the national unity? Imagine a young man in Kaduna opening his phone in the morning and he sees headlines about insecurity, banditry, poverty, beggars, and conflict. Now, imagine someone in Lagos reading the same national news. Day after day, he not only appears to hear stories of violence, crisis, and tragedy. For many years, what image do you think began to form in his mind? Not just about events, but an image of an entire region. The event may be real, but the way it is presented, it entirely changes how people feel about it. And that is the power of media framing. Bias in the media does not always mean lie. Sometimes it's about selection. What gets covered, what gets ignored, and what gets repeated. Research on Nigerian newspapers found that coverage of major national orders and regional issues often differs depending on the outlets and the region involved, with clear framing differences between northern and the southern newspapers. For example, a protest in the south may be framed as youth demanding justice, while a conflict in the north may be framed as national security threats or ethnic violence. Same country, but different emotional framing. And this shapes public opinion. One of the biggest concerns of northerners is this. Why is it that it not only appears in the news when something bad happens, like insecurity, banditry, kidnapping, conflict, poor education system, almajiri, and so much so worse? News reports often use overwhelmingly negative frame for northerners, which usually increase tension and reinforce fear among people. Now ask yourself, how often do you see national headlines highlighting innovation in Kano, educational reforms in Kaduna, agricultural success in Zamfara, or youth entrepreneurship in Sokoto? Are these stories told with the same intensity as that of the bloodshed? When a region is shown through crisis, people associate the entire region with crisis. That is how stereotype is built. Perhaps nowhere is this more visible than in the coverage of farmer-herder conflict. Media focuses on identity labels rather than the deeper structural causes of the conflict. The headlines often tell us who attacked, but rarely tell us why the violence keeps returning, and each attack is reported as an isolated event. End up with headlines like 12 men killed in Benue, Muslim herders attack Christian farmers, government failed to stop Fulani attacks, anti-open grazing law back violence, opposition blame presidency, Fulani herdsmen attack village, farmers clash with Fulani militant, Christian community attacked by Muslim herders. But you are not told similar attack happened in nearby area. The reprisal attack may have happened earlier. Communities may have unresolved disputes, and in years, bad government policies, arms proliferation, and failure in security response. The story is sometimes reduced to this group versus that group, and once identity becomes headlines, motion replaces analysis. That is hatred. Psychology teaches us something very dangerous. That is, the more people hear something, the more likely they are to believe it, even if the information is incomplete. Millions repeatedly consume headlines, connect the dots with violence. The brain automatically starts treating that image as reality and not a story. Take for example, the recent incident in Jos. I take Punch newspaper as a very good example. I use a 24-hour time frame from 3rd to 4th of April 2026 to monitor or to count how many times Punch newspaper posted that incident within 24-hour time frame. You imagine only on Facebook, Punch posted this event, this violent event, this unfortunate event more than 20 times. Here the screenshot. You can see how they frame it and how they incite people committing violence. This is not about attacking every media house. This is not about saying southern journalists are dishonest. Certainly this is not about saying the North can be criticized, because criticism is necessary. People killed, communities are displaced, and schools are closed. Media must report it. It has a duty to. But duty is not same as fairness. The question is not whether the stories are true, but are they told in proportion? Are the viewers seeing the full picture? Only the parts fit an already familiar narrative. That is, when crises unfold in the South, kidnappings, all violence, political unrest, and rapings, do they receive the same urgency, emotional weight? Let me answer this for you. Definitely no. See, media bias does not always begin with lies. Sometimes it begins with selection. What has been emphasized, what has been omitted, and what has been repeated. Because over time, repetition becomes perception. Perception becomes beliefs. And belief become reality. Because fairness in journalism is not the absence of criticism. It is the presence of balance, context, and equal scrutiny. Thank you very much.